In this video, we got gameplay on the new Galaxy Opal Luol Deng in NBA 2K23 Myteam. He's going to be the budget beast legend from earlier in the year. If you guys remember using his diamond card, he was a great small forward shooting guard because he's 6'9" and he can play the two spots. So he's going to have great size for the shooting guard position. Taking a look at his stats, he does have a 95 3 ball, 94 mid-range, pretty good at going to the basket as well with a 90 driving dunk, 86 ball handle. Defensively, going to be amazing, 92 block, 98 steal, 98 perimeter, 95 interior defense. He's going to be super athletic, 95 in the speed category, also having a 92 strength and a 98 lateral quickness. You take a look at his badges, he's got 18 on Hall of Fame, including limitless takeoff, posterizer, agent 3, catch and shoot, corner specialist, deadeye, limitless range, clamp breaker, quick first step, anchor, challenger, clamps, glove, interceptor, menace, off-ball pest, pick dodger, and post lockdown as well. And then he's got 36 gold badges, including slithery, blinders, claymore, green machine, guard up, slippery off-ball, ankle breaker, dimer, handles for days, hyperdrive, killer combos, unpluckable, chase on artist, workhorse, rebound chaser, and brick walls. I mean, Luol Deng is most likely going to be another amazing small forward shooting guard card, being 6'9", and I'm kind of curious to see what jump shot he does have, because I know on his other card his jump shot was a tad bit slower, but just look at this player model, man. He's also got the curry escape, which is going to be super helpful. His size up's also pretty good, like his movement's going to be elite. Jump shot wise, you know what, that's not a bad release. Honestly, for Luol Deng, that is really not that bad of a jump shot. I was expecting a lot worse and a lot slower of a release, so yeah, his jump shot's going to be money. It's going to be super easy to green in the catch and shoot. I do want to see what it kind of looks like off the dribble here, because this card, surprisingly enough, can actually move, pretty well for a Luol Deng card. And yeah, not a bad release here off the dribble. He's just going to be a great two-way shooting guard in the game. 6'9", can defend at a very high level. He can knock down threes. He can drive to the basket. He can create his own shot. I think if this card's anything like under 50k, he's going to be extremely good value, at that shooting guard position. But let's go green one more 3, and let's get on to the Galaxy Opal Luol Deng gameplay. Into the Clutch M online game here with the Galaxy Opal Luol Deng. We're looking to go around that screen on the first possession, trying to free him up here at that top of the key, looking to work around Michael Jordan. We're attacking that paint, going right at Tyson Chandler, and that's probably not the best guy we want to attack. Tyson Chandler going to be an elite level defender. We are matching up against Jared Wallace at the shooting guard position, who's one of the new Galaxy Opals as well. But look at Luol Deng with the great recovery defense, tackle fall, able to get that block, and Luol Deng snagging them boards. But yeah, should be a little tough matchup here for Luol Deng. Looking to go around that screen, gonna hit him on the screen. Can we knock it down? And yes, we can. Luol Deng with his first points on the ball game. I think he's actually going to be amazing at the shooting guard position. Just really depends on his price. I bought mine for about like 50 to 50. I think it was like 52 or 53k. So he's around 50,000 MT right now. I do see him dropping a little bit in price. I don't think he'll go down a crazy amount. If he's already this high, I think he might drop eventually to, 30, maybe 35k, even potentially even lower, which would be extremely good value. Like anything under 50k is really good value for Luol Deng, as we almost get that steal there on Michael Jordan. That would have been a great, steal to get on the first couple possessions in the clutch time game. But I think anything around 50k or under is going to be amazing for Luol Deng, as we're almost going to get that steal, and he's going to kind of backdoor cut us there with who even is that? I don't even know who that is. Oh, is that Steve Smith? I guess that is Steve Smith. Yeah, we're looking to go around that screen, though, from tackle fall. Trying to take Jared Wallace here off the dribble. Trying to cook him up. Look at Luol Deng attacking that paint. And we are going to draw 2 free throws at the line. Want to take a look at his free throw release here and just see what it's looking like. Is it going to be a pretty good free throw release? And holy, that is slow. Okay, so it's just going to be a slow free throw release. It might not be that hard to time. It's just, yeah, it's not that hard to time. It's just a little bit slow, and wasn't really expecting that, but a fairly good start on the defensive end, for Luol Deng. I do want to put him on Michael Jordan here. Did he green that? I thought he greened that with tackle fall for a second, but yeah, I want to put Luol Deng on MJ because I want to see what Luol Deng can do as like your primary defender on their best player, because that's most likely what Luol Deng is going to do if you are using the card, is MJ is going to send that right into Steve Smith's hands. I mean, the card doesn't feel like super good at going to the basket. He's going to feel more like just a 3-and-D type of card where, yes, he can create his own shot. Yes, he can drive to the rim and do a whole lot of other things, but I think mainly this card's just going to be a really good defender. It's just hard to attack that paint when you got tackle fall down there, and we just can't get any layup or dunks to go. But yeah, the way I think you want to use him to, utilize Luol Deng the most is just going to be, if he's wide open in the corner, he's got a good jump shot where he can knock down a 3. On defense, you can put him on an MJ, you can put him on a, Ron Artest, a really good offensive card, a T-Mac, a Terry Dishinger, even like a Tim Thomas, like all these great offensive cards. He's got that size, being 6'9", great player model, great wingspan, and then he also does have very good defensive stats and badges that I think Luol Deng is going to be an amazing 3-and-D shooting guard as we're looking to help off MJ. Got to get back here on Jared Wallace. We gave him a little bit too much space, and he's able to knock down another 3. So we are down by 5 points. We got to get going here on the offensive end. I do want to get him here more in the pick and pop and see if we can find him here in that pick and roll. Trying to attack Jared Wallace as we're going to throw it right off his hip, and he's going to get that steal. MJ stepping it back in the right side wing. Can we grab the board? And no, we can't. Look at Taco on the defensive end, though, getting that block, and we got to push the ball here in transition. Trying to create some space. Luol Deng got a wide open midi, and we're going to brick that. I mean, his stamina is a little bit low, so his jump shot's going to be a lot slower than it normally is, because the lower your stamina gets, usually the slower your jump shot does get. So not something you want to see there with a little bit low stamina, but look at him going to the rim and getting that dunk right past Jared Wallace. I mean, the card does feel fairly fast with the ball in his hands, but I just don't think you really want to use this card as your main ball handler. The way that I'm using him in this gameplay, you just don't really want to use him, like giving him the ball every single possession. Yes, he can create, his own shot. He can definitely take people off the dribble, but I just don't think that's what you really want to do, every single possession. As we're trying to mash here on MJ. And that's just not a smart take by me. I thought we'd maybe get a little bit more space and see if we could get a little standing dunk, but good take there from Tyson Chandler. And we're down by 8 points. We are really struggling in this clutch time game to get anything going on the offensive end, and we really can't stop my opponent as well. I mean, once again, just not really the way you want to be using Luol Deng. As we're going to try to take a little mid-range. What am I shooting? I meant to go to the rim, and for whatever reason, he tried to pull up from the midi, and now we got like no stamina, so it's going to be even harder to score. Can we grab the board, and Tyson Chandler just out-rebounding us. Can we get a rebound? We finally do with Hassan Whiteside, trying to push the ball in transition, and he's going to get that steal. Can we grab the rebound? No, we can't once again. And we're just getting destroyed in this clutch time game. There is no real excuses to be made from my end. I'm just getting cooked. I am just getting cooked. Now, I will say my one only excuse is that Luol Deng really shouldn't be used like this much offensively, and that's why his stamina is super low, but I just can't score the ball. Can't create any space on the perimeter. Can't get any wide open threes. Try to drive to the rim, and he's got Taco Fall down there, and I can't make any layup or dunks around Taco Fall. So there's nothing really else to say. Like, I'm just getting cooked. Luol Deng's going to be a great card, 100%, but it's just his stamina is low now. I can't drive to the paint. There's nothing I can really do with the card, and that's a little bit annoying part about some of these gameplays, is because if a card gets low stamina, you might as well just, I green that. You might as well just like call off the gameplay, because there's nothing I can do. I got low stamina. I can't take anybody off the dribble. So yes, Luol Deng probably looks terrible in this gameplay, but I just want to say the way you want to use him is not anything of what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to go through him every single possession. I'm trying to make him the main ball handler, the main scorer. If you're going through like Gilbert Arenas, right, on my team, if I'm going through Thurl Bailey, Gilbert Arenas, Taco Fall, just kind of playing like this, then obviously Luol Deng's going to look a lot better, because he's really only going to be there to knock down a 3 on the offensive end wide open, just hit a wide open 3, and then play very good defense. And he's going to be a great defender. There's no if, and, or buts. He's going to be a great defender. He's got the size. He's got the wingspan. It's just offensively, you can't really run your offense through him. And that might be, you could say, a little bit of a flaw about the card, is the fact that you can't really run your offense through him, but it's kind of like a Shane Battier. That's the kind of card he reminds me of the most, is Shane Battier. Yes, he can take people off dribble. Yes, he can score, with the ball in his hands. Yes, he can play make. Yes, he can do all these things. But if you're using Shane Battier, he's most likely just going to be there to spot up in the corner on offense, and then on defense, guard the opponent's best player and play really good defense. That is pretty much, what Shane Battier is there to do. And I think it's going to be very similar with Luol Deng. So yes, he might have looked terrible in this clutch time game because he didn't score 30 points, but that's just not going to be Luol Deng, in a game setting, right? That's just not what he's going to do. I shot very terribly. It took some bad attempts. He had Taco Fall. He played really good defense. I mean, there's nothing else I can really say, or nothing else I can really do, but hopefully you guys still enjoy the gameplay. I think Luol Deng's actually a very good card in game. Yes, I didn't really represent that and show that in this gameplay, but like I mentioned, if you're just using him smart and use him as a 3-and-D card, I think he's going to be a very elite, two-way card in my team. But let me know what you guys think about him, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.